Yo, are you worried that Thanksgiving and the holidays is gonna lead to unwanted weight gain? If so, don't worry. I'm gonna show you 3 simple mindset shifts that you can make that is going to completely eliminate that fear. I'm gonna show you how you can enjoy the holidays without having the anxiety of wondering how you're going to work it off. I'm also gonna show you 3 reasons why the scale goes up and why that actually isn't fat gain. And I say all this from experience because I recently experienced this myself. You see, I went on my bachelor party a few weeks ago and I came back 8 pounds heavier. But I'm gonna show you why I wasn't worried and why I was able to get right back on track when I got home. So what are these tips? Well, tip number 1 is to go into the event, the weekend, the holiday with intention. I'll give you an example. When I went on my bachelor party, I 100% had every intention of drinking beer, of eating fried food, of eating pizza, and staying up late at night with my buddies. I legitimately had a 1% recovery score on my Whoop. But despite feeling like a marshmallow, I had 0 anxiety because I was in alignment with what I was planning on doing the entire time. Now, why does this make sense in terms of wanting to lose weight or wanting to lose fat during the holidays? Well, so much anxiety comes from you tiptoeing and saying, I'm gonna kinda try to maybe not drink as much. And then what you have is this delta between what you are doing and what you say you're gonna do. And what you want is to have as much alignment as possible with what you're doing and what you say you're gonna do. So here's how you can go and implement this. You can go and say, I plan on having 2 pies, or I plan on having 3 drinks, or I plan on not tracking nutrition, or I plan on just throwing everything out the window for a day and just enjoying it. Because when you set that intention and say, I'm going to enjoy this, that is my goal is to have 3 glasses of wine, then when you go and have 3 glasses of wine, you are in alignment, you are in congruence with what you say you are going to do. And that's ultimately what helps you not run into the situation where you're saying, oh, I'm gonna try not to go off track, and then you go off track, and then you ultimately end up saying, what's the point, screw it, I'm just gonna blow the weekend all the way anyway, and that ultimately does lead to more weight gain, more fat gain than you really want. Number 2, you wanna educate yourself on the difference between weight gain and fat gain. Can you gain a little bit of fat over the course of a holiday weekend or the holidays? Yes, absolutely, but it's nowhere near as much as you think. Yes, fat gain can happen over the course of a weekend or over the course of a holiday period of time, but it's not as much as you think. One day is not going to ruin your progress. And when I went on my bachelor party, I left on Friday at 178 pounds. I came back at 186 pounds that following Tuesday. Did I really put on 8 pounds of fat? Well, no, because the following Friday after I came back, I was back down at 179, which goes to show that my body was just releasing what it was holding onto. And what happens is that the weight gain can happen for 3 different reasons. Number 1, the increase in carbohydrates increases the amount of water that you store, which increases the amount of muscle glycogen that's stored within your muscles. That leads to the scale going up. Number 2, I had a ton of extra sodium through the fried food that I had, through the pizza that I was having. Sodium is going to cause water retention. And then number 3, anytime you have foods that are high in inflammation, things like alcohol, fried foods, high sugar foods, that's going to lead to a lot of fluid retention, especially inside your gut. But once that period passes, just like me, I went from that 186 back down to 179. Once that fluid storage releases, then you're good to go. And here's the reason why it's so important to educate yourself. Because if you understand the reason why your body is responding the way it is, you're not going to take drastic measurements on Monday or Tuesday trying to get everything to bounce back because you don't understand what's actually happening. And the fear of the unknown causes you to take drastic measures. The 3rd tip for weight loss during the holidays is going to be this: don't swing that pendulum back. Life is going to swing the pendulum one way. It's gonna swing you into holidays, it's gonna swing you into stressful times, it's gonna swing you into times at work when you're not able to stay on track. That's okay. What you don't wanna do is play this game of ping pong where you go unsustainable and swing it back over into double day workouts, into not eating all day, trying to make back up from the mistakes that you made. That's literally the epitome of unsustainable. The best thing that you can do after a holiday weekend or after a period of time where you go off track is to do exactly what you know had you on track in the first place. You take that pendulum, you swing it right back into the middle, and you let go. That means getting right back into the routine that you were on before you went off track. That means getting your sleep. That means getting high protein, nutrient dense meals. That means getting your steps in. That means doing your workouts. All the things that you were doing that made you successful in the first place. And that's why when I came back from my bachelor party, I wasn't stressed, because that Monday, I knew exactly what I needed to do to get right back on track. It's what I do 98% of the year. Got my workout in, had a high protein meal, got my sleep, and what do you know? I'm right back to where I was right before I went on my trip. So there you have it. 3 tips to help you during the holidays. Let me know if you got any questions or comments, drop them below this video. If you got value out of this video, be sure and subscribe and hit the like button. And then I've got something really special for you guys. It's called 30 for 30. I'm giving you access for 30 days to 30 workouts that are all 30 minutes or less. I know you guys got a lot going on, you're stressed, a million things calling for your time during the holidays. And this is something that's also going to include 30 coaching videos to your inbox each day. You're gonna get recipe books and a bunch of other resources. So be sure and click the link down below in the comments or the description and check that out. Thanks for watching. My name is Paul Klingen, and I'll catch you on the next Return of the Athlete video.